Hello, everybody.
What?
As we approach Veterans Day, I wanted to stop by and just say thank you for your extraordinary service.
This honor flight is to honor all the veterans of World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. It's all free for them. We show them all their monuments and explain what their monuments are about. We just try to treat them with dignity that some of them didn't get when they came home from the war.
Hello, everybody.
What?
As we approach Veterans Day, I wanted to stop by and just say thank you for your extraordinary service. To you, your family, the sacrifices that all of you made to protect our country is something that will always be honored. And we are very grateful, and we also happen to welcome you with a 70-degree day in D.C., which doesn't always happen around here.
That's the first time I've seen a president, former or current, greet an honor flight, and that is absolutely amazing. A commander-in-chief, a leader who's going to show up and tell you that your service was worth something. I think that's the important part, so I think it was a great thing to know.
Last time I got to see a president, it was Gerald Ford.
How about that?
It was a joy in my heart today to see all these people. It's good. We still got people in our country, and that's good.
I had tears in my eyes. I just couldn't believe that there was that many people around that remembered us and was there to greet us, and it was just unbelievable.
Well, it means a lot because back then you got off the plane there and you had no welcome and people were almost booing you.
I'm real happy that now with current troops that come back from deployments, they get welcomed back really nice because that's what should happen. So it's being recreated in this flight, and it makes you feel good.
I haven't flown for 50 years. And I was in the military from 72 to 76. Our country puts these things up, these memorials, honoring the men and women that served. You couldn't ask for something greater.
This has been going on over 20 years, and it started out very small, and now a lot of states have their own hubs, and they raise their own money and and they set up the whole flights. They set up where they're going to go, the buses, the flights. Flight like today from Madison, Wisconsin will come in the morning and leave in the afternoon, and we'll get them around to every monument we can within reasonable time. Every city in this country has got veterans in it, I guarantee it. Go up and say thank you, and just tell them how much you appreciate them.
This is the only president, as far as I'm concerned, he is still the president. So I'm sorry if you're no longer seeing him as the president. I don't know about you. But this is the only president that deserve to still keep ruling over and over again. Honestly, as at this point, I feel like the orange man will be sharing tears and be like, why didn't I think about this before now? Why didn't I? It's a lie. Calm down. Calm down. This is the only man that is fit, as far as I'm concerned, to rule America. I'm not saying this man don't have his own flaws when he was actually the president, right? But the energy cannot be compared. The energy cannot be matched. Like, he don't just think what just happened now. He thinks out of the box. He finds the need that these people need to be welcome. These people need to be appreciated, despite the fact that they are not 99% black people. He still found the need. Look how surprised. Look how happy. A lot of them were like, oh my God. He actually came to work. Like, do you know what that means? If they are literally supposed to live 10 years, this can actually make them live over 20 to 15 or even 50 years, because that is contributing another happiness to their life. They never expected it. It was like a wow surprise. Oh my God. I wish my president can actually learn from this man. But anyways, let's continue this video so that you can also hear what a lot of people have to say. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. With that being said, let's dive right, and I'll be back with commentaries. Let's go.
Hello, everybody. As we approach Veterans Day, I just wanted to stop by and just say thank you.
Thank you for your extraordinary service to you, your family. The sacrifices that all of you made to protect our country is something that will always be honored.
And we are very grateful and also happen to welcome you with a 70-degree day.
The 70-degree day in D.C., which doesn't always happen around here.
That is what Barack Obama said to old veterans from, the Vietnam War, people who had sacrificed their lives, man, on an airplane. He surprised them. And a lot of them were white guys. Old white guys were like, oh my God. They were happy to see this, man, that somebody cared, man, because a lot of veterans have been treated like shit. A lot of veterans that have sacrificed themselves in past wars have come back home to nothing, come back home to booing, come back home to just being ignored, homelessness, not getting their Medicare. And this video, listen, man, in this landscape right now, we need a little bit of humanity, a little something, a modicum of humanity, man. And I thought that was super cool what Barack did, man. That was cool, man. That's how a president is supposed to act. I voted for Barack Obama. I don't agree. I never agreed with everything he did. I didn't agree with everything he did. There were some things that was mad foul that he's done, but there has to be some kind of humanity. And one thing Barack has is humanity. You feel like he's your friend. You feel like he's your friend, right? You feel like, man, this guy looks like a guy I want to meet. And for him to do that, really, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be keeping 100. I almost teared up on that. I felt so bad for those dudes, man, that they literally felt like nobody cared about us, And I felt for that. And you guys love to come at me going, yo, man, you always talking about race. You don't like white. I said, that ain't it. I love people, man. I like when people get treated properly. I respect the people in the armed forces. I respect all of you. I have friends in the Navy, Army, Marines, Air Force. I have friends in that. And I have so much respect for what you guys do. But I'll be the first one to check your ass when you're being racist and being ridiculous or being super sexist. I'm gonna check you on that. This is the time where I hope we've learned our lesson. A lot of you voted for your own demise. All this foolishness, voting out of hate, voting because you don't like black people or Mexican people and like that. And now a lot of MAGA people are in line right now looking for food because you were so adamant about a woman, especially a woman of color, not being president. And this is what has happened to you. Hey, man, I wanted Trump to do well. I wanted him to, hey, man, hey, you know what? It is what it is. Whoever's in office, I hope they do a decent job. And it's chaos and it's foolishness right now, and you have to know this. And this is a human thing now. I think that this video, everybody should watch it. And it's what we need right now. Some humanity, man, and know that, and I don't want to sound corny, but that we should all be, treating each other with some respect. Real talk, because this is a classism issue right now. So shout out to all the veterans for Veterans Day. I respect you. I respect what you've done, your sacrifices. And let's hopefully get some change in this bullshit ass administration.
I just started crying because I saw a video of former President Obama getting on an airplane full of veterans, getting on the little telephone walkie-talkie thing, getting his beautiful, deep, amazing baritone voice on that phone and saying, I thank you for all of the service that you've done for this country. I appreciate each and every one of you. And then he stood outside of that airplane and he shook every single one of those former veterans' hands, and they were overjoyed to have him there. Someone so important to be there and recognize them. And I was overwhelmed with the emotions that I have inside my body that came pouring out of me by seeing a president do something that used to happen on a normal fucking Tuesday. And here we are, a former president, hasn't been in office for over a decade, is still doing something so grateful. And the other one, I guarantee you is not. I haven't even looked, but I guarantee you that he's not. So just remind yourselves what we're fucking doing here. Because I see a clear difference. I see a clear difference in those two respects. Don't you?
This is my president.
Everybody, as we approach Veterans Day, I wanted to stop by and just say thank you for your extraordinary service. To you, your family, the sacrifices that all of you made to protect our country is something that will always be honored. And we are very grateful, and we also happen to welcome you with the 70-degree day in D.C., which doesn't always happen around here.
That's the first time I've seen a president, former or current, greet an honor flight, and that is absolutely amazing.
Sometimes I feel like this country took this man for granted compared to what we have now. That man would never. That man did a whole speech and boasted about himself and his administration and what he felt like was good for everybody. And this man is not even president anymore, and he still is doing the duties that some presidents have not done in years. Still honoring people, carrying yourself with dignity. Like, it makes me sad to think that that is the man that's representing us. It makes me sad. And it makes me miss him. Damn, I miss that man. I hate that man in office now.
Every year, groups of veterans, many from World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, are flown into Washington, D.C. for one last visit to the memorials built in their honor, and it's called the Honor Flight. Today, on Veterans Day, as one of those flights landed, Barack Obama was there waiting for them.
Hello, everybody. As we approach Veterans Day, I wanted to stop by and just say thank you for your extraordinary service. To you, your family, the sacrifices that all of you made to protect our country is something that will always be honored. And we are very grateful, and we also happen to welcome you with the 70-degree day in D.C., which doesn't always happen around here.
That's the first time I've seen a president, former or current, greet an honor flight, and that is absolutely amazing. A commander-in-chief, a leader who's going to show up and tell you that your service was worth something. I think that's the important part, so I think it was a great thing that happened.
Last time I got to see a president, it was Gerald Ford.
How about that? So nice.
It was a joy in my heart today to see all these people.
While that was happening, the man currently sitting in the Oval Office spent the day posting about himself. And somehow, that says everything. I went through the comments after seeing this clip, and people said it best. One person wrote, "He thanked every single veteran. That's a real leader." Another one said, "The kind of class we used to take for granted." And my favorite one came from a veteran who said this: "Even in his post-presidency, the man exudes exactly what it should mean to be a president." As a veteran myself, I have far more respect for Obama and even Bush than I ever will for the one we have now. Greedy, brash, and filled with hate. And that's coming from a soldier who lived it. So on this Veterans Day, here's to the men and women who served, and to the leaders who never forget to honor them.
Obama just surprised an aircraft of veterans on Veterans Day. Watch.
Hello, everybody. As we approach Veterans Day, I wanted to stop by and just say thank you for your extraordinary service. To you, your family, the sacrifices that all of you made to protect our country is something that will always be honored. And we are very grateful, and we also happen to welcome you with
Happy Veterans Day.
As at this point, I can tell you with my full chest that a lot of people wish that Barack Obama is actually coming back, or he is still their president. Because let it make sense to me that this is the only president that have that human sympathy, that have what is called humility. Do not get me wrong. I'm not saying that during his time of president, he did not literally have his flaws. He has his flaws, but he is one of the presidents that literally cares about not just the fate of Americans, but the fate of other countries too. Unlike this orange man sitting pretty, crossing his hands and wishing that every single soul come bow down to him. Did you guys just see that? Did you guys literally see that? A whole president, as far as I'm concerned, he is still the president, brought down his shoulders, went into the plane because I believe he has a lot of schedules to work with. But he took out his time, went into the plane, not only telling them to announce that, oh, there is a very, very mighty, superior person here, but literally taking the plane speaker by himself and welcoming people that has fought, people that matters, no matter how their level was never his level. He recognized them. And you see the beautiful part of this? These are not just black folks. Check 99% of that video. I don't think with the one I've seen, maybe I didn't check very well. I don't think I actually saw black folks there. There are mostly white folks. But he never discriminated about skin color, blah, blah, blah. He went into that place to welcome them, make them feel important, make them feel that, yeah, we still care about you. Thank you for everything you have literally done for this country. Oh my God. I watched these clips, I cried, honestly, because it only takes someone that has sympathy, a president that have sense, a president that his priority are for people to be happy to do that. Honestly, not even in this my own country that will ever happen. You can never see my own low class, as far as I'm concerned, presidents or governors trying to do this. The only thing they will tell you is how you have to highly respect them because they are in power, how you need to highly respect them because they are in position. And when I saw this, I said, I wish a lot of these annoying people can actually learn from Barack Obama. Honestly, I wish my country can learn. I wish a lot of African countries can learn from this and know that it pays nothing to put a smile in the face of a lot of people. Just a recent incident that happened in my country where you literally see this thing, politician, thing, that's what I call him, taking his way down to where he was not invited, only for him to go there and there is this uniform army man that told him, sir, this place is out of restriction. This man literally opened his God-forsaken mouth to say that, oh, you do not question the authority of a politician. You did not question the authority of a politician. Like, who the hell are these politicians? Who the hell are they? Because they are president, they are vice president, they are governors, and so on and so forth. These are people they should be learning from. This is the kind of man they should be learning from. Like I said, I'm not saying that Obama never had his flaws. He does had his own flaws when he was actually ruling. But it can never be compared to what the worst scenarios we are facing with this orange man. The worst scenario that this orange man has literally put a lot of countries. In fact, the only thing is concerned right now is how he can literally make sure that the ballroom is ready to put his name there before he actually steps down, and looking for the person he can literally just replace so that the suffering will actually continue. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comment, and lastly, do not forget to share for every other person to get this good news. And yes, guys, with that being said, with no further ado, I do have to say in my videos. I'm going to be and I'll see you guys in my next one. Let me know what you think. Bye. I love you.